All right, everybody. Well, hey there.
Hello there. We don't own the rights to these music, but we sure enjoy listening to it.
Who is that?
Mr. Marvin Gaye, the one and only. Legendary voice. Generational voice.
Why are you playing Sexual Healing?
Need some help.
What's going on, y'all? It is Monday, March. Y'all, come on.
We got to love it.
March the 9th. Do y'all set your clocks forward? If you didn't, I know that it's the mess with us, haven't it?
Yep.
I'm telling you, Fuller and I stayed up to about 1 o'clock last night, thinking it was 11 o'clock. We know it's only supposed to be an hour ahead of time, but we messed up just from the extra. Didn't we just have daylight savings time?
Look like we just had Christmas.
It's March. It'll be Christmas before you know it. So what's going on, everybody? It is that time when we get to talk about, baby, we're going to lower the music just a little bit.
Okay.
You trying to put yourself in the mood? Because we got to get to it today. We got our special guests that are coming back today. And hey, everybody, what's going on? We see y'all tuning in from the YouTube world. And if you guys tune in from YouTube and you're wondering why you cannot chat with us, our following is mostly on Facebook Live. And so we do have the YouTube, but once we reach a certain capacity, then I guess they give it to, the ability to be able to post and chat and stuff. So, but anyway, we're right here. So thank you guys for joining us. And I don't know if y'all saw, did y'all see our little background and with our cartoon image? Man, we're getting really good with this Chat GPT.
You are.
We are. And so I'm loving this Chat GPT. If you guys didn't see the intro, it's got like a cartoon caricature of me and Fuller that I put together for our God for this. I wish I could. Let me see. I don't know now. I'm about to mess up some stuff. Hold on, y'all. I don't want to mess up something. So let me see if I can pop it up. Ooh, let me see. Image file. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Y'all know we everything be live, so we can't ever tell you what's gonna happen. You know what? Wrong computer. Okay. Different computer.
All right.
It's on the other computer.
Okay. Let's leave it like it
is. So hopefully you guys saw it.
You put it on Facebook.
It's on Facebook. All so right. Anyway, but we got to get started, you guys, with our special guest.
One of my spiritual sons and daughter in the Lord. My friend. Just love them. Sandy and Tyrone Turner. T. Turner. In the house.
Here we go. Hello.
Hey. What's going on?
My people.
Yes. We are here in live.
Well, look, last week, I'm going to get back on to it.
You're getting it.
She's Sandy slid something in and said, well, you know I was in the military. No, we didn't know you was in the military.
You didn't know that? Okay.
So that stuck with me and said,
my bad.
So no wonder you give Tyrone Bishop Turner direction. You were the drill sergeant.
In Marines at that.
Wow.
Well, look. So what did y'all think of our new cartoon intro caricature?
I loved it. I told him, I was like, we got to get us one.
Yes, I loved it. Cute.
Yes.
I loved it.
Look, she didn't go to bed last night at 1 o'clock playing with her phone, getting all these cartoon characters.
Oh, wow. And look, the thing is, and this is for ministry as well. Mm-hmm. We're so we're used to doing what we've done for so many years that when the new technology comes out, we get a little bit scared of it. Mm-hmm. And what I discovered when I started on Facebook, I've been seeing people post those baby pictures of themselves and they're dancing and all that, or they got caricatures. And so people were trying it. But what I didn't know, I knew it was Chat GPT, but I thought I had to upload it or purchase a different version of Chat GPT when all I had to do was just upload a picture in my Chat GPT and tell it. I told it verbally what I wanted. Can you create a caricature picture? We've got a podcast called God for This. I'm talking to it just like I'm talking to Sandy. And I just told it exactly what I wanted to do. And then I pressed enter and I was like, oh, look at this. And I'm saying that because, sometimes we don't move away from the old way of doing business.
Yeah.
Because we're comfortable.
Especially guys. especially because we go someplace and have a good meal. We'll keep on eating that same meal every time.
Until we say, let's go someplace. Here's a subject we're going to talk about today. Whoa. I guess we're going to start right there. See your audience, we don't have to try to come up with nothing particular. We just say certain things, and then our folks just fall in line with the conversation.
Yes.
So
wait a minute. Turn.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm sitting here, I ordered what I want to eat. What Kenneth Fuller want to eat? Baby, why don't you try this?
Right.
No, I got my order. I know what I want. Baby, well, here, look.
Taste this.
Taste this. No, I'm good. No, taste it. Just taste it. Did I hit a subject?
You hit a big subject.
Because look, not only in technology do we not want to do something new, but in relationships, we don't want to do anything new, especially if we remarried and now we got somebody different and we're back in the old way, or you just doing your own thing and you don't want to come to grips with the new. Come on, Sandy, talk about it. I know you got something to say.
Right.
Come on, drill sergeant.
With this eating thing, for real. We go somewhere, we out of town, and it's like, okay, this is a perfect opportunity to try something new, local cuisine. Hit this man right here, Pastor, will say, let's go to Cracker Barrel. What?
Sandy, you gotta get out. Sandy, look at Sandy. I'm gonna turn it right here.
Hey. So
you can't go wrong with Cracker Barrel.
Sandy, do we need to meet up? And oh my gosh.
Hey,
everywhere we go, he wants to go to Cracker Barrel.
I love breakfast.
Oh my goodness.
I order the same breakfast every time. It's all right with me.
Sandy, and it don't change. Can I get a fried egg, run in just a little run, full of said, just a little run, and some bacon or some sausage. And what else? That's it. Grits. Not a cup of grits.
Three piece sausage. Because I get turkey sausage because I don't want the ham and all that. So. And
then I want a bowl. Don't give me a cup. I want give me a bowl of grits. And I'm like,
I'm good to go.
But you do know it's 12 o'clock. Do we still have to go to Cracker Barrel? Can we go to some place else for lunch? So Turner, let's talk about that. Why are you guys? And I ain't got to ask Fuller. He's already got his opinion. So y'all don't want to move, whoever that is, studio audience, Godfidenters, y'all don't want to move away from the old. And why is that a struggle to try?
Well, for me, the taste, I know what my taste is going to be. I know how I want it fixed. And if I like that place, which I like Cracker Barrel, actually we just ate there. I've been twice.
Really?
Friday, Saturday, I think, one of those days, and then we ate Saturday again.
We did Saturday. It was last week.
Yeah. So I think it's the, we don't mind stepping out into some new, but the new's got to be on point.
Right.
And if it's not on point and it's not tasting right, then it's going to mess my whole meal up.
I'm going to blame you for it.
No.
But you won't know if you don't try. You got to step out of your comfort zone.
And go someplace different.
Yeah.
Can I challenge you, Bishop?
Okay, go ahead.
Can I challenge the two of you? And can I challenge the man that may be listening? Daryl Hikes from Good Afternoon from Oklahoma, Mississippi. Oklahoma.
Hey, Rob McFadden, Pastor McFadden from Florida.
But can I challenge the men on the broadcast? Can I give you a homework assignment to go try a brand new breakfast spot, Turner?
Okay.
Just to
go to a new breakfast.
I'm talking to the studio audience. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you though. Turner, can you help the brethren or the wives that may like to stay in the same space to try something new? How do you go about trying something new? What does that feel like?
For me, and let me say this. I don't mind trying something new, but let me give you an example. I have never, it's several years ago, but I've never tried oysters. And I'm like, man, I can't deal with these oysters. And I say, I don't see how you eat these oysters. But then when I tried some smoked oysters,
right,
and they had some cheese on it,
yeah.
Oh man, I said I wanted some more of those oysters. Now I understand that, But I'm typically a creature of habit, whether it's restaurant, whether it's what I do, my routine. It's hard to break that routine. Not that I can't break it. I don't want to break it. But if you know that something's good, let me give you another prime example. SNS. I love SNS. SNS cafeteria.
Man, I pass by that thing every time I be coming from Columbus, Georgia.
Oh my God.
It's in Macon.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. And the one on Riverside burned and they never started it again. So we have to go to the one on Eisenhower.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm in Macon, I've got to make a stop there I got to. You can't, the food is good, but however, I'm willing to go outside the box, but I just don't want to do it often because I'm a creature of habit and I know what tastes good to me. So, and so she likes for me to try some of her food sometimes. And every now and then I'll try it, but for the most part, I like to stick to what I know is good for me and it's going to digest well and I'm good with it.
I wonder if God has a sense of humor. when that person wrote that book that men are from Mars and women are from Venus or vice versa, because y'all are all, you and Fuller, in fact, y'all wearing the same color today. Fuller or you and Fuller, Turner. You and Fuller got the same color on. And but y'all men think alike, just what you described. And it's not only eating out, it could be foods that you have eaten at home. It could be where you go to the movies, the same place, going to the movies. It could be that at certain times of like Fuller likes to go to like Sam's. I could probably say let's go to BJ's, but Fuller is like, that's now messing with me. I got my Sam's card. I'm used to going through the line, and now so it's all of those things we get stuck in our habits. And when something new comes along, Darlene, Sandy, new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things have become new.
Yes. Except Cracker Sam's.
I'm preaching better than y'all talking.
You are. Absolutely.
I think it's a matter. Men, you're right. Most men are alike, but you got men that are wanting to please their spouse,
right?
Is willing to do some things different. But just like you guys, for the most part, you like what you like and we like what we like, but I think it's a matter of sacrificing and saying, you know what, I want to go to this new restaurant because I know I always go to where I want to go at. And so I'm willing to try it. And I think we as men have to be willing to step off the boat, but we can't do it on a consistent basis though.
Right.
We have to get back to the basics.
You preaching?
Look, I want you to see where Roy McFadden said, he's gonna try. He said, "Okay, well, I'll try." Daryl Hikes said, "I'll try," and then Daryl tried to throw me up on the bus and talking about, "Oh no, you didn't try to go scripture on us." I sure did. And it came out of my spirit, man. It was already stuck in the city of my soul, Daryl, and I felt it.
She can't help herself. The word is not be.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But Turn. Okay, since we're talking about relationships and what we like. So I love clothes.
Okay.
If you see my closet is the size of a bedroom. And I love clothes. So birthday come up, anniversary come up, Valentine come up. Darlene said, "Don't buy me no clothes." What do?
Go buy some clothes.
I go buy clothes.
Right.
And
look, Sandy I
already got enough. Don't buy me no more clothes. I don't got enough. And when I buy them, just love them. Wear them the next day.
No. Oh, we live, aren't we?
Right.
No, no. So when I get them, Sandy, I pause for just a moment because one of the things that I've learned is I'm working on practicing the vocabulary of silence. That's something I learned from our own broadcast, practicing the vocabulary of silence. But I also don't want to come across as ungrateful.
Right.
Because there are a lot of women and men that would just be so appreciative of their spouses taking the time to do that.
Right. Especially when you've been married before.
Yeah. And there are some relationships where the spouse doesn't buy them anything for Valentine's. This was for Valentine's. Valentine's or Christmas, or they may only get one thing or don't think of them at all. So I'm always grateful. But I always share it with Fuller is I don't necessarily need any more clothes because I got a ton of clothes in my closet and a lot with some tags on it. I know you got some with tags on it too, Sandy.
Yes.
And so that's just the nature of, look, Turner, you trying to speak for.
Listen, let me interject here. The where we live at now, the closet is running over. And Bishop, now the closet is probably going to be the size of a bedroom in the new house.
Okay.
And I'm saying I'm purging myself. I like suits, but I'm purging. And but I want to piggyback off of something Darlene said. I think that, when it comes to gifts and things, I think we got to make sure that we have conversation with our spouses. Now, sometimes that's easier said than done because men, we just like to make sure that we check the box off that we got you something, whether it's Valentine's Day, whether it's whatever, because we know that if you don't get anything, we're going to hear it. So, however, I think as men, and I'm learning this, is that we have to be more thought-provoking in hinting and asking questions. But sometimes we get busy and we just have to go ahead and fill the space there. And so if clothes is something that we can readily get, or we like to see you with that on, then we would probably end up buying it. That's how I am sometimes.
I think it goes back to you being a creature of habit. I think that's the even with the gift buying, like you go get what you always get. It's like, I don't like flowers. It's not that I don't like flowers. Let me back up because I like them. They're pretty, but they're not practical. Don't buy me flowers. They're going to die in a couple of days. Just don't. But he always comes. He's like, here's some flowers. I'm like, thanks. So I'm like you. I'm practicing being grateful because I'm like, oh, thank you. They're beautiful. But he knows I don't do flowers. But what do I get? Flowers.
And jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
And you and Darlene are sisters.
Darlene, she just looking around like a cartoon.
But I think the second time I gave her flowers, she said she still don't like them.
But look, I actually, because he started buying me them so much when we were dating, I really do like them because now I have this beautiful vase that he brought me.
Yeah, who bought it? Who bought the vase?
He bought me, but I didn't ask for the vase, but it was out of the norm, right? It was something different, right? And so now the flowers kind of resonate. I mean, they illuminate in the room, so they're a little bit different.
So, Sandy, you and Darlene are saying that y'all are pacifying us and just being quiet about our gift giving.
No, I think what Sandy was saying, actually, Sandy,
I just didn't say Sandy. I said Darlene
and
Sandy.
Sandy.
Notice I didn't call you Q.
I don't have any emoji hands, so I'm going to use my real hand. I got a statement. So I think what it is that we're not trying to pacify, but because you guys want to still do it your own way, then we have to accept what you're doing, and we're grateful. However, we want you to think outside of the box.
Right.
This box is just this. In this box here, there is clothes. There's jewelry right over here. There's some underwear over here. There is, but there's not the car. I need that car right over there.
Where? I
need that.
You see a Bishop?
I want the Alaskan cruise. Italy over here.
Right.
There's some other things that we've spoken about. That go ahead, Sandy. I feel you.
No, I'm just saying you're right. You're all over it. Out of the box. Let's get out of that box.
Not saying I told her I paid for the Alaskan cruise. I'm just not going.
See, so in that case, he has to be willing, right? We're talking about all things.
Not Alaska though, but
Bishop, I'm telling you, Bishop is going on one. I have convinced
Bishop,
him we're going on one this year.
7 days, and I don't know, Bishop. I paid for it.
He's pumping and pumping all the way.
I've been on 7 cruises. We're going again. I mean, I'm good with the cruise. 3-4 days. But Darlene want to go to Alaska. I just don't want to go to Alaska. That's.
Let me go back to this.
Can I be personal about your wedding ring? For instance.
Oh, y'all. Okay. So let me say this.
Show the ring first.
Okay. Daryl, I posted this what Daryl said. Daryl said, my dad, and this goes back to what Dr. Layton. If you guys didn't see Dr. Layton and Dr. Barber, y'all should go back to find the broadcast where Dr. Layton from Louisiana they were on. He said that for years he bought Dr. Barbara all of her clothes. They're in ministry as well.
I saw that. I saw that show.
She didn't like that. Daryl is saying same thing. My dad would always buy clothes for my mom because he said he liked to see her in the outfits. And Fuller does a really good job, probably better than me sometimes.
And I don't buy all your clothes.
Yeah, he does.
Do that. No, this is
but he does. But so things like that, just buying the clothes. Okay, so back to the ring. So when we got engaged, Fuller presented me with my wedding ring. You guys, we're talking about finding love again. We're talking about a whole bunch of subjects. So we're not sticking to the subject we originally talked about. So Fuller bought this ring here that you guys can see.
Okay.
Right? Beautiful.
Square ring. Okay. So when he gave it to me up on the engagement party, I kind of looked at it, Sandy, like that's really nice. and I felt some kind of way because it. Thank you, Felicia, for saying it's nice.
You told me you wanted to know.
Yeah. But I told him I said I didn't know we were getting engaged, first of all. But when he gave me the ring, I was like, this, Sandy. Thank you, so pretty. And I really didn't like it. And what happened was a few days or the same weekend or whatever, Fuller says to me, now, if you don't like that ring, you can always take it back. I still got the receipt. I got the person's contact information, and you can call them. Sandy, what did I do as a person? I ain't even got married yet. I got what's the number? Got the number. So I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone talking to him, Sandy. This is when gratefulness comes into play because I'm on the phone talking to him, and then the Holy Spirit arrested me. I know it had to be because my human flesh wanted me to change. But then I said to myself, Darlene, well, the Holy Spirit said, Darlene, are you like serious that you would disrespect the time, the energy, the thoughtfulness that this man put into finding this ring? This wasn't a cheap ring either. And decide you want to change the ring, an engagement ring, when you got the rest of your life to be married. There's birthdays, anniversaries, Christmas, all of those things are going to come up. Keep the ring. And I had to hang up the phone. I was like, but that was the selfish side of me wanting to kind of control the narrative. And I wanted to get a different ring. But now everywhere I go, people are always complimenting the ring. I don't know if they being nice or what, but it don't even matter because now I like the ring.
They don't have to be nice. They just like the ring.
They can just like the ring.
But this is what she don't know, Sandy. I know which one she liked. I ordered it. It came back.
That's right.
And it looked like a rubber band by the size of a rubber.
It looked like, you see this ring, my earring right here?
Right.
Oh no.
Yeah. It was.
And so now I'm in emergency mode. So I got my sisters, I got my 3 sisters calling, looking, finding, and couldn't find nothing anywhere. So I got them and we got together and we looked at this ring and said, well, this is the best looking one we can find at this time. And so I was there and I got them to come with me. But she don't know what all went into
getting it.
Even a gift. I don't wait till the day. I don't wait till the week. I buy stuff a month out. In a gift. I start buying. And matter of fact, during her birthday, most of the time, I gift her every day for a week.
He does.
Take
that down. Take that down, Turner. Take that down.
What you say, bitch?
I gift her every day.
You need to make note of that, sir.
And then one time, I even for the day after her birthday. So I gift her about 8 gifts. Yeah. And one time we was on vacation. And I hid them in my suitcase, and
he brought them with him.
And I brought them, and we was on vacation during her birthday week, and I gift her every single day. Yeah. And so I'm thoughtful in that, but just like she talked about the ring, not because of the ring, but I'm always afraid of her not liking it, and so a lot of times men and some men been feelings been hurt. So they can get anything of breath. So they come from a wounded, but and they're afraid to buy something else, and they don't want their feelings hurt. So we're comfortable buying this, and we're comfortable buying that. So you ladies look at it from the point of that we don't put in the thought or the conversation. But a lot of times we put the thought and conversation in, and then you go in the store and try to ask these people, they act like you crazy, and so you you all
over
bottled up, and you just don't know what to do. Yeah. Am I right, Turner?
You are right. One thing I like about Sandy, and I'm pretty sure Darlene's the same way with you. She studies me, and I don't know she's studying me. And before I know it, if I just say something, I got to be careful what I say, because what I say shall come to pass.
Right.
And so I've got a friend of mine. Well, actually, he's my project manager, and I try to mimic some of the things that he does, because he's so methodical when it comes to his wife. For instance, she likes bowling, so he's gonna go out in his way to try to find a new bowling ball so that she can play bowling ball. I mean bowling, and or gloves or whatever it is. But so I think what we have to do as men, and I'm just speaking for myself, we have to intentionally listen to the little drops that they're giving, and they're saying it, but we're not tuned into that because our frequency levels are off. But we're trying to make the effort to do something to show that we care and appreciate you, but we are off on frequencies in terms of what you want. So we're compensating, and I think that's what the miscommunication is, and it causes all kinds of stuff going on the inside that we don't express. But how do we know what you want unless we express it and talk about it?
Yeah, let me say this, Turner, because you guys are on here. Wanda says my husband studies me and he does an amazing job. That's
Eric Hines.
Eric Hines.
I want to shout out to Pastor Ron Holmes in Florida. Hey, bro, what's happening?
Yes. And so, but what I was going to say to you guys is that because this broadcast today, this is Sandy and Tyrone Turner, and they found love again. So one of the things, since we just been talking, y'all, right? We ain't even got to the love. That's okay. That's okay. So, but I want to bring this up because this may or may not be true for you guys. And Fuller and I have been talked about this. We generally don't talk about what we're going to talk about on the broadcast. We make it kind of just organic.
Right. Absolutely.
And so, but I was thinking about this today as we were just talking. I wonder, because you both have been married before, specifically Turner, specifically Fuller, when you buy or think about buying now your current wife gifts, do you think it's a habit from the past relationship that you just kind of naturally think that they want, or we want the same thing, or you make the effort in putting in what you believe we want? So I'm going to use this as an example. Jean and I, in some respects, we favor just a tiny bit. If my hair were different, similar color, complexion, and stuff, and all that. And
when you were laying down last night, I look at you, and I almost said Jean.
Right. And then look, and we're gonna talk about calling each other by the other spouse's name. Fuller did that a few times, but I'm not affected by it. Right? Okay, but that's a whole nother stuff. Right. But even clothes, like I like to shop at a certain store. Jean shopped at that same store, and so because Fuller bought lots of clothes for Jean, lots of jewelry. I almost feel like maybe not intentionally, and I'm saying this for somebody that's been married before, and it's no harm done in doing it that way, but because we're used to and have been married before, we tend to bring that same mindset into what we think all women, and we buy similar things, not knowing that.
With me, yes and no.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I shop at the same store because I like the quality of the clothes and stuff, but you and Jean taste are so different. So I don't confuse what I'm buying for you for old school, but I'm just comfortable shopping there. Yeah. Because the people know me there mostly, and they but I don't get it mixed up with y'all taste buds are different.
Okay. What about you, Turner?
No, I don't. Actually, I don't shop for Sandy from a standpoint of clothes because it's very difficult to shop for her for clothes. She's kind of want to be the teenager, if you will. So I don't, it's very.
So you wearing leggings and a hoodie?
No.
No, hey, Turner wants you to dress like you're in Church of God in Christ.
No.
Dress to the floor. Yes.
Wait a minute. I don't want that.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
You know, no makeup, no jewelry.
Oh no,
No, I'm just cutting up, man. You know that.
But yeah, the gifts that I buy for her, is like jewelry or I know she's a type of person that she wants gifts that is going to keep on giving, if you will.
Yeah.
I remember one time I bought her some screwdrivers, and it was the carless screwdrivers, and she liked it and she enjoyed it and she uses it.
I was so excited.
She was excited about those two carless screwdrivers. Now those are some expensive screwdrivers. Now I'm a Home Depot kind of fella, so when I go in there, it's like a child at a candy store.
Well, because he got tired of me using the manual things. He was like, "You're gonna take forever putting that together." So yeah, I was really excited because
that was a good thoughtful gift. That was good.
It was a very thoughtful gift.
Yeah. So that that's what I buy. I very seldom. I don't think I've ever bought her any clothes.
Okay.
I wouldn't even attempt to buy her any clothes.
Right.
At all. Most of the time I'm giving jewelry or something that she can use, or maybe a gift card. Now I love to buy gift cards. It's easy.
Right.
And I know you say it's not thoughtful, but it is the thought that you thought about giving the person something that counts. Because if I can't hit the mark on what you want, and I definitely don't want to be judged by somebody else to say that you see what they do. I think that's the wrong thing to do if somebody does that, whether it's male or female. When compare you to somebody else's relationship, because you're on different levels, the thought processes are different.
Yeah. That's good, Turner.
Yeah. That's real good. That's real good.
That's
but I'm like that. I know Darlene don't like to give gift cards, but see, I like that's thoughtful for a man. To me, giving a gift card is real thoughtful because I'm thinking about you. I don't have to get to worry about getting the wrong gift. Normally, it's the right size, the right color, the right amount, so you can do something with it.
Yeah. So, but before we close out, because we are right at the bottom of the hour, look, we don't need a whole hour of confidence.
Yeah.
But we try to give people the time, to get home from work and all of that. But let me ask you a question.
We need to have them again, though. We had to go
we don't have to.
We don't have to get around to the day subject at all.
We're gonna get around to it 5 minutes. So, since you guys have both been married before, and now you're finding love again, what's something that you would say? And I'm going to ask each of you, what is something that you would say? Because Fuller and I are doing, actually, before I forget to say this, we're doing a live Godfidence at a church in Decatur on I can't think of the name of the church. Felicia's on. Felicia Price is on, and so she's the pastor's wife. Her husband have this ministry in Decatur, so we're doing a live Godfidence there.
Okay.
So, and it's going to be about two is better than one. Because I think that's the name of it. But so I want to ask you guys, what is something that you would love to leave the audience with, Sandy? That as we weren't really looking for love again, we weren't interested in refreshing. I knew that sounded like it was going to come off the top of my head. The Refreshing Place Ministries. That's what it's called. The Refreshing Place Ministries. So y'all all don't show up. Because there go Felicia writing it for me. Yes. And so, but what is something that you would love to tell people about your love story of finding love again? What made you say yes? How did you know that Turner was the one for you? What was it about him that made you say, you know what? I want to spend the rest of my life with him. I don't mind doing this again.
Honestly, and I know it's going to sound cliche to say it, but God, the unctioning of the Holy Spirit is what it was, because there were, we were friends prior to, getting into a relationship. And so I had never even gone in that direction from that standpoint, but it literally was like a ton of bricks. One day I was, sitting here actually in this office, because we're back in my house, where it's our house now. He hates when I say my house, but we moved back to my house. I was actually sitting here in the office one day and was on the computer, and it was just working through some stuff. And I was like, this relationship is not going anywhere. It's not going to be a relationship. We're just going to stay friends. and it was literally the Holy Spirit was like, you need to open your eyes and your ears. and it was like I couldn't say no at that point. He was like, I was like, ministry. It was like I just had this vision of everything that God had laid out for us, and I'm like, no. And I'm still saying no. Is that you, God? Are you really talking to me? But yeah, so I think just being open, and that's what happened is I was working on myself spiritually during this time, and just being open for love, not necessarily expecting it, but understanding what that peace is like, the peace that surpasses understanding, and how he brought that into my life.
Yeah.
And I think that's what really tipped it over the edge for me to say, okay, this is it.
Yeah. What about the woman though, and the men that are wondering when is it my time? Why is it so hard? And I know that this is true because I've been single before. Why is it so hard for us to find love again when there's so many people that are single? And it's like, what do I do? Do I wait on God? Am I supposed to go find him? Because he there's about 10 men sitting over there and ain't nobody saying anything. Are they scared? Are they nervous? Or am I intimidating? Or what do you think?
I have several friends that are in that boat too, that are like, well, we're single and never going to find anyone. And what I tell them is it starts with yourself. You got to work on you, and making sure you're in a good headspace to attract the right man. Or the man that God has for you. I'm not necessarily saying wait on God per se, but you do have to get yourself together and get yourself in order for that man to come, I think.
Yeah.
I think I heard this here. It's been several months ago, but there was a gentleman I track on Facebook, John Hope Bryant, which I love his financial background and stuff. Actually, he's right there in Atlanta.
Right.
But, look, can I tell you this, Turner? Real quick.
Yeah.
John Hope Turner.
Bryant.
Bryant. Bryant. Okay. What?
John Hope Bryant.
That's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So his mom was in the same assisted living, right? As my mom.
Oh.
And I would see this Bentley come up to her place all the time. And my mom would always say, Mom, Darlene, Miss Juanita's son, he's really popular. He's really famous. He's somebody really important. I was like, yeah, Mom. And I would see this Bentley all the time. And then when she passed away not too long ago, but they were really close friends. And then I went to her homegoing. There were people like from Essence Magazine. There was Chris Rock. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I didn't know even who he was. And he was sitting there coming to visit his mom all this time. And they were the only two black families. We were the only two black families in this particular residence. So anyway, you mentioned his name.
I got a chance to meet him, and you're right. He gives such good financial advice. I mean, really, really good. Go ahead, Turner.
Yeah. I was. So one of the things that he said, it's been a while back about marriage, and he was actually, talking about marriage in relationships. And I know we talk about finding love, and I think that is important. There is I call it, there's an agape love, and then there is an Aristotle love, if you will. I call it the Cupid's arrow. Now, most people put love in the perspective of the Aristotle love, where they want the I'm attracted to him, and she looks good, she's fine, she carries herself well. Let's just be real. That's how men look. Men attract from the external part.
Right.
And then a real men that are matured now wants to explore where you're at in life now.
Right.
What's your position in life? Because especially at our age, I don't have time, and she doesn't have time to back up. Mm-hmm. We need to figure out, okay, I don't want to be in this relationship because you look good. We're attracted to one another. Okay, we've settled that. But now let's talk about where you're at in life. What is your mindset?
Right.
And then the next thing is how do I channel, are we good partners together?
Mm-hmm.
Before love, are we good partners? Can we get along? Can we make competent decisions together? can we progress together? Because if we can progress together, we can grow. And let's just, I don't throw this out. We can grow a good life together. Because if you leave love on the table, you take out, we're financially struggling, we're going through this right here. Now love doesn't seem to be attractive anymore.
Important.
So you gotta. I wouldn't want to date a woman that's really nice but can't make company decisions.
Yeah.
I can call Sandy on the phone. She's so methodical in her thinking, and she has a good critical thinking process. I can say, what do you think about this? And she summed it up before I can say amen. Thank you for the advice. and vice versa. So we have to pull on each other, and it makes us better. And guess what? It makes the love better. It makes the physical love better. It makes the emotional love better.
Come on, Sandy felt that.
That's good. That's good.
Yes. Sandy felt that. You see your wife over there? We felt that. She's like, talk, baby.
Like, that's right.
Yeah, I'll add to that. I remember when I told Pastor Taff and Pastor Dollar about I was dating Darlene. And Pastor Taff asked me, why Darlene? And I just told her, I said, first of all, she's pretty. I said, number one.
Amen, Bishop.
Right. So let's get that out the way. I said, the way she thinks. That's what first I said, the way she thinks. I said, she thinks about everything. I said, she thinks her thought life is thorough. And I said, we can talk business, we can talk about sports, we can talk about politics, we can talk about, I said, our conversation is so broad and our conversation can be so intense that's why I love her. That's why I love her, and she's a go-getter. I mean, she's one of them, she's an energized bunny. She don't, I had to unplug her so she can just lay down and just rest sometimes,
Absolutely.
But and that's what make our love life so great. And she easy. One thing, if I said something to her the wrong way, she never take it personal and try to throw it back at me, get back at me, and vice versa. She said, Fuller, you easy. I just don't, it ain't worth it, man. You've been married as long as I was married. Yeah. Man, it ain't worth it. That little getting upset about one sentence in the whole in the dispensation of a day and special life.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, that, this is from Daryl again. He says, "The courage to love again." This subject is an appropriate title because I've been hiding behind my job. Many people do that. Work. And you guys have challenged me to be courageous, to stand up, to go and talk to that young lady at work or at church, or that you keep seeing and that you want to say something, but you think she's already taken, or you're looking at her hand, wondering if she's married, or there's a ring on the right side and it's not on the left side. And I'm just not sure, but you keep seeing her. It's okay. Thank you, Daryl, for saying that, because more people need to stand up.
Can I add on?
And most women that are really looking for the right man is always going to look like she's hard to get, and she should.
Right.
She should have set her position firm. So if you come to her, you can't come with these lines. You got to come having a serious conversation, and even though she may not give you the sign that she's interested, but just keep pushing it. If she don't push you away, it says that she wants to compensate, have a conversation. Yeah. And so eventually she's going to come around and you're going to see that butterfly come out. But if you are running games or playing games, she's going to know it. And when she keeps saying that she's not interested, you might as well shift. So you have to be a man that's mature, to willing to have a good, solid conversation with that woman and be able to see where she's at. She's going to show you where she's at. And then as you begin to, if she asks you for another date, or you go out on another date, or ask her for another date and she says yes, then you're right there in it. But now don't mess it up though. It can go either way.
Darlene definitely was not interested in me. because of my age difference, such a big difference and everything.
But you cool, Bishop. I'm gonna tell you. Bishop got swag.
That's why you got Darlene, because I'm telling you, if you didn't.
I was trying to talk to her, and she definitely wasn't interested on different. But I'll text at 2:00 in the morning, and then about 2:15 or 2:30, she'll text me back, and I said, "Man, she ain't not interested. I'm gonna keep on pursuing until she's got the answer."
It would be so weird, you guys. It would be like early in the morning, and all of a sudden, I would just pick up my phone, and Fuller would have responded. Then I'd be right back, and then he done got up. I can see the little dots on the screen. Like, wait a minute. It was so beautiful. Finding love again, you guys. It can be amazing. But look, this is the final thing Daryl says. He says, courageous to me, meaning being open to extending and receiving love at the risk of being hurt.
That's right. That's powerful.
Let me say this. We have a friend that live in Texas that wife passed, and he was talking to this young lady. But see, she was trying to use him. And so by her using him, and after he made a play, some serious move to a more serious, then she wasn't interested. She only was interested in what he bought her or what he could buy for her. Right. And he was hurt by that, and he was kind of afraid to. So I know what Darryl was saying. Afraid to open his heart up to look for or try to talk to somebody else.
People, whoever you are, women or men, you should stop doing that.
Right.
Yeah, we getting in a place in this journey in life.
Time to be players.
This is not the lifestyle of the 20s, back in 20 years ago when it was cool. This is not that generation.
You was in your 20s and 30s different, but now you in your late 40s and 50s and 60s. No, ain't no game.
Turner gonna say something.
No, I was just going to say, I've heard that before, that if you're not willing to, real love puts you on a line to be vulnerable, to get to a position where you may get hurt or you may not. But you won't ever get to real love until you are willing to be vulnerable and open. You would never do it. And I know Sandy and I, like I said, I was like, okay, I don't know what move she's going to make, and she don't know what move on. So I'm going to stay right here in the middle.
We were both just marking time, literally. Like he was at 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and I'm like, well, I'm waiting to see what he's gonna do, if he's gonna do the right thing, because I'm not gonna put my all in there if he's not putting all of himself in there. It just, we probably would have stayed in that position had it not kind of broke, and we had a real heart to heart about what we felt, and what we wanted. Because again, I wasn't looking for love, but the feelings were there. However, I was still afraid to really open up and give him all of me, because I wasn't sure that I was getting all of him at that time.
Absolutely.
So it still was challenging.
Okay. So Turner, today is the day that you have made the decision that you are going to ask Sandy to marry you. What does that look like?
Well, I can tell you how it was.
That's what I'm talking about.
We were on a cruise, and it was like I had already had the ring. She didn't know it, but I had the ring, and what I did was, it was like time we got on the boat, it was like everybody was giving us top-notch service. I mean, we got chose to be with the chefs to taste the food. They gave us a single table by ourselves by the window every that night, and it was just click. And so I said, I want to do something. When we sat down at the dining table, she said, what? I said, now I got a ring, but I qualified this. I said, now I'm not getting on my knee if you ain't gonna say yes.
I was like, what? That's what he said. That's what
I said. Wait a minute. This ain't qualified. We can go ahead and enjoy this cruise, and I won't get my heart bruised, and we can keep moving. Repeat the process.
I told Darlene the same thing. I said, "Man, look,
wow.
Don't embarrass me.
Don't embarrass me."
Serious for real.
Go ahead, Turner.
So I would say that, listen, life is too short.
Yes.
I think that you have to explore to see whether or not you are a good fit for the person that you're talking to, conversation wise, like Bishop was saying, in conversation wise, and across every spectrum. Now, I want to say this, that to men that are listening, don't try to compare yourselves to, or the women, don't try to compare your man to what you're seeing, because you have to mind that man. You have to help cultivate what you want. But I will say this, once you went through that process and you feel like that you are a good fit, not that Aristotle love, but that unconditional love. If you feel like that you're a good fit from that perspective, I think you should go for it.
Yeah.
You should, whatever she likes, it needs to be a good moment where it's memorable. And I think that that's the first start that I would do if I had to do it all over again. I would definitely try to find those moments where it would capture, you can capture that and begin to allow that to be played out in your mind, thought process. He really thought about that, because men and women always thinking about what you're doing, how you're doing it. He's giving that some thought.
And I really thought he had given this all some thought too during all of this, because like he said, things were just aligning. It was, this special table, the lady came over, the concierge, and she was like, would you be interested in going to meet the chef? And I'm like, okay, sure. And I'm thinking, all right, what's going on here? And then he comes back again. I had no idea this stuff was just happening.
Yeah.
I thought he had planned it after he said, I'm going to ask you something, but I'm not getting on my knee unless you're going to tell me you're going to say yes. And I'm looking at him like, what are you talking about?
You say, I got to ask you a question, Turner. You done told her that before you go ask her.
Yes.
Hey, bro.
You gonna be like,
listen, that's the humor part of it. That's the humor.
I'm not mad at you.
So my last question, because we've gone almost the hour, so I'm going to say we got 7 minutes.
Okay, go ahead. Because you didn't want to be on that ship and everybody be looking at you the whole rest of the cruise. Like, yeah, that's the one day he is right now. Is your ring returnable? Can you get a refund on it?
So Sandy, I'm thinking like right in the middle where you guys are now, y'all coming together, y'all. But before y'all had that conversation, you were still talking about, you weren't sure, Turner wasn't sure what he was going to do. Either 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You was like, I ain't sure what we're going to do. Ain't nobody moving. What should couples do? Because I know you probably counsel some people.
Stalemate.
And still place.
Stalemate.
Yeah. Now you're just sitting there. We're waiting on somebody to say something. Somebody going to do something. Nobody does nothing.
Right.
Who are we still supposed to be waiting around for years until you figure it out? Or should at some point you decide, how do you decide it's time to move on?
How to move forward?
Well, I think what you don't do is give an ultimatum. You can't do that. But what you have to do is have a transparent conversation. I mean, literally saying, here's what you got to be open and vulnerable to say, this is what I feel. And let's talk about this thing, because and it's just like in the marriage, even there has to be that open communication, because if you can't talk about things, you're never going to you're not going to scratch the surface to get to the solution. So you definitely can't keep marking time. You can't stay in that space and think it's just going to poof, magically resolve itself. So no, I think you just got to communicate and be willing to put it on the line.
Yeah.
I think that as for African-American men, we have never been taught to open our feelings up.
That's right.
Emotionally.
That's good. So
we automatically we're going to shut down, or we're going to wait for you to say something, etc. And I think in today's time, women need to know that we've not had the relationships in our lives to help us talk about these things.
Right. Yeah.
So we can only mimic what we've already experienced.
Yeah.
And most of the time it's, you want to marry me? I'm just giving you an. I'm being honest.
Exactly.
That may be that may not be the words that you say, but that's what's happening on the inside.
Yeah.
And so I think for a man that's in that position, if you check the boxes and you know that she is the one for you, she does something to you, not just the Aristotle love, but she does something to you, and she's a protector with you, she's down with you, then it's you owe it to yourself to push past what you're feeling and to go ahead and make the decision to ask her whether she say yes or no. At least you can move on with your life if it's no, or you can move together if it's yes.
Yeah.
But you can't stay there, because to stay there, you know, there's an old saying from a scripture perspective, you can't stay in Babylon. You got to get out.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got to shift.
Yeah.
So I was going to say too, you also, you can't stay there, but you also have to come to a realization to the point of whether I need to move forward or not move forward. And what does that look like? Like, what are there deal breakers? Are there really some things that says after this time, I'm going to have to move, I'm going to have to shift and go do something different? And I think that's the difficult place to be in, because it's hard to know whether you're giving up on something that definitely has a future, or, you know, because sometimes we walk away too soon, or we give up too soon on things. Yeah.
You know, as Turner was talking, one thing that I think we all need to do, especially if you have teenagers or young men, we got to love on our young boys.
Yes.
And I'm talking about not just the mother. I try to make sure, because I know exactly what you're talking about, Turner. When we were growing up, our parents just didn't say, I love you. They didn't put their arms around you and say, come here, let me give you a kiss and let me give you a hug. I never heard that. And I started saying it to my mom, and I started saying it to my sister, I love you. I don't know where it came from, but maybe because I needed love. And so
got born again.
And then got born again and started to learn about what love's supposed to look like.
Right.
And so I have to say to Austin, hey, Austin, not hey, man, Austin, I love you. And then he says, oh, thank you, Mom. No. Austin, I love you. Say, I love you back.
That's right.
Mom, I love you. So you get used to saying the words, I love you. And it's not second nature. It's not like some foreign word. I say it to Paige as well. Paige and Austin say it to each other. I love you. And I hug him. So when I see him, I don't do this like pat on the side.
Right.
No, put your arm all the way around Mama. Put your arms around my waist. And show me love. And so that you're not passive about what love's supposed to look like. It's okay to say to our children that I love you. And so that they know how it's supposed to feel.
That's right.
I had this conversation with another man this week. I said, men don't talk. Men don't cry. They would talk to cry. Like Turner was saying, do you want to marry me? Do you want to get married? That's because that's the basic of the communication about love. And men don't cry. They don't show their emotions. Don't let that woman get over on you. This, that, and other. So we've been programmed to be back, and show no emotions.
Absolutely.
What Turner hit it on the head right there.
Yeah.
So.
You know, I'm going to tell you guys, this has been a powerful. I know we kind of chit chatted at the very top, but when we get to the meat of it and it's organic, that's where the ministry part comes in.
Right.
That people really say, you know what, I've been looking for love. We got a lot of people on here that are single. I was one of those people that for at least, I know 10 years, Sandy, I hadn't dated. I know it was maybe seven years, hadn't dated seriously to think I would ever get married again. So I'm going to leave us with this. This comes from Twanza. I left it on the screen because Twanza said this. It would be nice if we had a singles mixer for people that are truly interested in finding love. So what I'm going to say to Twanza is, and for everyone else that's thinking that, get with your local ministry. And y'all can have a singles ministry, because Fuller and I ain't doing no singles ministry, are we?
No. I
think that's a great idea.
It is a great idea.
Your singles ministry, starting at worldchangers.com.
Price, put your address on there and the time of the fellowship on Saturday. I think it's 6:30. If you'll put your address up so we can post it.
I'm a little bit reluctant because they got a limited number because they're buying food and stuff. So
man, this is have been one of the best conversations that we've had, like Doc Layton and a few others that we went over. We're about an hour over, but I don't. It's our broadcast. It's our podcast.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter because those who want to stay on will stay on. This was very, even to me, it was very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And I love you guys, man, for making yourself available.
Yeah. And thank you.
And hope you do it again.
We hope you will do it again. And so for the people like Daryl who said, I've been married for unmarried for 7 years, and the other person 10 years, and the 20 years, and I'm still I was widowed, thinking I was still supposed to be, with my, stay committed to my my late husband or my late wife, or I can't even clothes out of the closet after my spouse died, and I want to pursue, but I can't move on. It's for all of those things. So thank you all for just for joining in. But that's what this is all about. We have fun. But we also want to touch on things that are real world conversations. So Felicia did post in the chat. We are doing this live Godfidence at her church, Refreshing Ministries, and it's on the address is on the screen.
Refreshing place. Yes.
And so, but they are having refreshments. So y'all better let me know if y'all come, because I want Felicia to have 100 people up in there. And they're like, where do these people come from? No, I'm sure more the merrier. And so, but thank you all for joining.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
Conversation. And so we love you guys. And
Love you as well.
Have no music to take us out.
My sons and daughters, I really appreciate this. Y'all made Dad proud tonight.
Yes, always good conversation. Y'all gonna have to look at your schedule now again for another time of fellowship. And so we're gonna close it out. Fuller got to take us back with this is how this is sexual healing, y'all.
All right now, Marvin Gaye.
Here we go. Come on, y'all.
Hey.
Are you Sam said, hey. Oh.
Hey.
Only Marvin can do it.
Okay, got a kiss.
Good
Thank
night.
you,
Thank
everybody.
y'all.
Good night.
Love you.